What's up, you guys? Jaden here with the Moonlight Craftsman channel. This is it. This is what I found in my garage. These are a couple vanity sinks. I made quite a few things for a client a while back, and at the end of renovating their house, they didn't want to take on another bathroom, but they had already ordered these and just wanted me to hang on to them. But I'm getting ready to deliver them to them. So I thought I might just go over one of these and show you some hillbilly methods that I use to make these. And at the end of the video, I am getting ready to give a bid on a small project, and I'll show you that, and might be some more videos on that to come if we get the job. So coming up. So like I said, this is a vanity sink, and it's just kind of what the customer wanted. There was some old oval porcelain sinks in there. Well, in this case there still is, but I did a couple more of these in a different bathroom. But so that's the purpose of this, is to cover that up, and then they wanted the square corners in here, and so it's got an 1/8 inch top, and there's not a lot of material around here, and it's kind of thin, so I put these studs on here, and you just make a little pattern, drill holes in the wood countertop first, and that'll slide right in there, and then just that 1/8 inch material, some nuts from the bottom, snug that up tight. I got a picture of the final, or of one of these installed. I'll put that somewhere right around here in the video. But you know, pretty much you're starting with, this is 2 pieces, and I happen to have some. You got the base and you got the top. This one's actually a little bit thicker. It's 3/16 instead of 1/8 inch. I think with 3/16 you can get away with probably not using those studs, but pretty much you bend those corners up, and then this is gonna sneak right inside there, and you'll leave a little corner to corner weld and polish that out, polish the top, similar to in some of the other videos I did on polishing. You can look those up, but as you can see, that's one of the tricks there, is in the bottom you got the deal for the drain, and it's got a taper on there, but you're starting with a flat sheet of metal. So this is what I kind of use to form that recess for the drain. It's nothing fancy, nothing too special. I didn't have access to a lathe, so I just used this small little rotary table and a mill, and I think that's pretty small there. I think it's supposed to be used more for indexing, but then actually cutting while you're turning it. But it worked. There's some imperfections on here, but it worked, and I just put a little stud in the center to kind of line the 2 pieces, keep the 2 pieces aligned, and then put it in a shop press, and a jack, and just jack it down. You put one of these, this one goes on the bottom, and there's a tiny little lip on the top of this one that kind of fits into that hole, so it don't move. Lines it up, centers it up, and then this one centers in that hole. And then you just press that down with the jack, and there you go. So sometimes all it takes is a little creative thinking and a little R&D, and that stands for replicate and duplicate. So then what else I got? Then as I was showing you, it's got square corners. It's got a little fuse on the inside and it's welded on the outside. Weld the outside first, and then when I come back in to do the little fuse, I used this Type B solar flux, and I prefer to purge things with argon, but with the square corners and the outside never going to be seen, you know, this stuff does the trick. That's what that black stuff is, but that'd come off. But anybody that's worked with stainless steel knows that the backside oxidizes pretty good. So something to look out for and control. And then as you know, or as you can see, there's no overflow in this. So you got to use a drain like this. This one has a stopper on it, but you can get them where they're just a strainer. I think the ones that we installed were just a strainer type. I'll put that picture up again. But like this, you just need a spacer, because these are typically to go on like vessel type sinks, so sometimes you're going through the whole countertop, but pretty simple deal. Just put that through the top. Put your spacer on. So you just tighten that up real good. And that's all there is to it. And put your faucet there, obviously. And I think that's all there is to say about that. Let's take a look at that job that I'm might be doing here in a bit. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell what it is, but it's an awning. I made a full-size mock-up out of 22 gauge galvanized so the customer could you know, actually see what it's going to look like. This is their design, but it'll be the finished product will be copper and aluminum frame underneath, and there's going to be 5 of these. So this is about 80 inches long, 18 inches deep, 17 inches tall, and so that'll be a pretty good job. So like I said, there will be a few videos on that coming up if we're going to do it. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you on the next one. Let me know what you think. I could go over that solar flux, that Type B, some purging. Those are some things that I've been thinking about making some videos on here. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. See you on the next one.